Namaste, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Adrian here, and I've got some amazing news to share with you today. Some amazing news. Okay, so it all started this morning at about, I don't know the exact time, but it was probably around about, I would imagine, four-ish, 4:30, somewhere there. All right. So it started that my cat came to wake me up very gently, which in itself is a huge miracle because for those of you that watch my video from time to time, you will know that I've got this white and ginger cat, Leo, and there is nothing. Well, I won't say nothing, that's an exaggeration, but he's quite a wild one, So he came to wake me up so gently, I was like, what? And then there was this white light that was flashing all over, just everywhere. And I thought, oh my goodness, what is this? But I had this amazing sense of calm. And then immediately I had this angel presence, beautiful, peaceful, light presence that was communicating with me and letting me know that this was the phase, actually the crossing over phase from 3D to 5D. For those of you that don't know what 3D is, that is I made a little video about that a little while ago, and I will put it in the description box for you. But it's really moving from the 3D sort of duality, what's mine, and yours, and we separate, and the weakest link and a winner and a loser and that sort of thing, to 5D where we're all one, we all work together, not really so much greed and all that sort of stuff. And 4D is kind of like the process of moving through, from 3D to 5D. Anyway, so that was the process when the whole crossover took place, and I was like, what? And so of course I had some questions, and we can always ask the universe questions, so I was like, okay, so I need to understand, if I'm going to share this with people, I need to understand this. I thought this was a gradual process that's taking place, and the way that it was explained to me is the process itself takes place just like that. Okay, because of course time and space doesn't really exist. So the process itself takes place just like that. However, what we experience as time is really us acclimatizing to what happened. Okay, so the event itself takes place straight away. And then I love the explanation that was given to me. It's almost like when you are informed that you won a prize, some sort of Nobel Prize or whatever. So you as the person who won, it's already official. You know that you won, but everybody else doesn't know that you won. So the whole party is being set up, and you're getting your outfit ready, all that sort of stuff. But you already knew that you've won. That official sort of part's already taken place. And so that's kind of how it is. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And then something else that was shared with me, which I thought was absolutely, absolutely fascinating, is that today is Easter Friday. And this happened this morning, early morning. So I had this white light, as I said, sorry, that was flashing. I was still talking about that, my apologies. And it was just amazing. And it was kind of flashing at this very equal sort of time, almost like a heartbeat when I think about it now. And it was explained to me that this is because for those of you that watch my videos, and if it's your first time, you're welcome. And if it resonates with you, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. Whenever I get messages downloading from the divine, I share it with you all. And I also do weekly tarot readings, which I upload. I haven't been able to really do it for about the last 2 weeks or so because of the lockdown in South Africa, due to the coronavirus. And also there was some trouble with the internet and stuff like that. So usually when something changes for me, something would flash, and it's normally a light. But it's never been this profound before. And in all my life, as being this very connected, clear sort of psychic, medium, whatever you want to call it, I've never had such profound connection and communication actually before. So that was actually really, really amazing. And so it was explained to me that this is no coincidence. Of course, coincidences don't exist in any case, but the timing or nothing like that is really any sort of coincidence. Of course, there is, if you take it more in the religious sense or in the Christian religion sense, we just kind of came out of Lent. Easter is obviously a big deal for everybody. You go to the graves of your loved ones. A lot of people do that. Go out in the garden. I remember when I was a young boy, on Easter itself, which is Sunday, you got like Easter eggs and you go do your hunts and stuff like that, which was amazing. I grew up in the country, so that was incredible. And even when we visited my family in Cape Town, they've got a very big yard, so we always go do that, which was incredible. And a lot of people obviously can't do that, and it's amazing how you appreciate the smaller things in life. But a lot of people go to church. A lot of Muslims at the moment obviously have the desire that they'd like to, be able to go to mosque. On Fridays, it's Shabbos for the Jews. And in Cape Town is very sort of very metropolitan sort of place, so it's a lot of Christians living here, a lot of Jews living here, a lot of Muslims living here, a lot of spiritualists living here, a lot of atheists living here, And of course, because of the lockdown, a lot of us can't really go to the places that are really important to us as human beings. And even for those who are, non-believers, so, you're not religious, you're not spiritual, so you don't go out into the forest, and it's full moon at the moment, which is amazing. It's this pink moon, which is an incredibly powerful moon. So, we're not able to go to like the beach and the forest and all that sort of stuff, play around with your crystals and your friends in the gardens. And everybody really wants to be able to go outside, to go take their afternoon walks, which is something that I love to do. And so there is a global sort of outcry for a different way of being, which is amazing. And when it was explained to me, it made so much sense that because of that unified kind of, because I always thought that when it comes from going to 3D to 5D, that it'll be mostly, kind of like the more spiritualist and the more open-minded people, but everybody is moving. And because of that unified sort of call, it's almost like sometimes when somebody have an argument, two people will argue about something, but technically speaking, when you break it down, they're actually arguing about the same thing. So it's the same sort of thing, that everybody wanted this different way of being, and we were calling it different stuff, but it was all the same thing. And so we can really look forward to a lot of what we would call spiritual awakening, which is just really waking up to the true potential of who you are, to the simple truth that we are all sources, or what do they call it, sparkles of light from the same source. That we're all amazing, that we're all incredible, that we're all from the same source of light, and we may choose to do things in different ways, but technically speaking, we're very much on the same sort of direction that we are following. And of course, I had some questions, or things that I was wondering about. And the one thing that I didn't expect, two things actually that I didn't expect, is the one, I was told that Jesus' crucifixion was part of the actual merging from 3D to 5D. It has nothing to do with religion, even though obviously, it could play quite a pivotal role in religion as well. And if it does, there's nothing wrong with that. But it was about awakening humanity to the simple reality, or the possibility that we can live life in a different way, that we can be different, that there's more to us than just being born, living your life and dying. Okay? And of course, what I think is so amazing is that the crucifix itself is celebrated so profoundly by, by Christianity, but in fact Jesus was obviously a Jew. So that was really quite amazing. And, Jesus, of course, along with many, many, many other, if you want to call it that, highly evolved beings or older souls came in to really assist us as humanity to arise into love and to realize who we are, same as the Prophet Muhammad, same as Buddha, same as so many of these incredible souls that incarnated as human beings came in, the lessons that they taught us. And so I was like, oh, it's so amazing. It's kind of like the first time now with the coronavirus, which I didn't really even fathom is serving this sort of purpose. It just shows you there's no coincidences in this world, but that I was like, oh, it's the first time really that humanity is so unified in something that they do, be it panic, be it whatever, something that unifies us. And I was told, hold up, just a moment. It's interesting. I actually had this conversation in the shower with the collective consciousness that I know, that I channel, and the name is Smile. They told me the name is Smile, which I thought is beautiful. And they're like, hold up. There's actually a couple of times, one of the times best known to you human beings is the time of Noah's Ark. And of course I know about Noah's Ark, obviously. But I have to be honest, I personally wasn't always 100% certain, if it was an event that really took place, but apparently it did. So, so life will keep on trying to unify us again and again until we finally get the message, which I personally thought was amazing. And the message is always very simple. The message is love. The message that you're all one. The message is that when you all come together and you can respect each other in your individual choices. So you do what works for you and I do what works for me. And in that way, we respect each other. That way, everybody can live their individuality and celebrate their individuality. And at the same time, we are together and connected as one. So when I obviously woke up, and I'm pretty sure there's more coming, and as it comes along, I'll just keep on sharing with you guys. But so I put a status out on my Facebook and my WhatsApp, and my one friend who lives in China sent me a message, and China's a couple of hours ahead in time as opposed to South Africa. And so my friend had somebody that, that's in the process of coming over. And for me, the story was just once again such a beautiful confirmation how we are all one. We think of ourselves as separate and view ourselves as separate, but we are all connected and beautifully, beautifully one. So what he explained to me is that he had this dream that he was in South Africa right now during this time of lockdown, and he got a SMS, which is like a text message via your service provider, which almost nobody gets anymore. But he got this SMS that let him know that his visa has been approved. And so he said to his friend, this is so interesting, I had this dream, but of course I'm already in China, so I'm already here. And then his friend said to him, like, what time? So he said, explained the whole story and everything. And then when they compared, and this was so amazing, when they compared the time that my friend had the dream, because I think he woke up directly afterwards, if I remember correctly, that when his friend checked his actual phone records in South Africa, at that specific time, he actually got a text message, or SMS from the service provider, that his visa's been approved. And I mean, and I had a couple of those stories. My best friend told me that she had this really amazing dream, something about a logo, and I've had some things about a logo as well. I've had a number of people that in a short space of time this morning, they were all telling me these incredible stories of things that happened, which were so amazing. So we'll see what happens, but there's definitely such an amazing period ahead of us. And I just wanted to share with all of you. And also what I wanted to share is that obviously because of Corona and because of, other things as well, there is a lot of people that have passed recently. And yes, we can still honor and respect and grieve those lives that we lost, especially for the loved ones and the families that are staying behind. But those souls, because we're all together and we're all one and we're all connected and we are all soulmates. My nose is itching. Normally, usually when I hit something like right on the nail, my nose will itch. But those souls have done their part to help us to do the ascension, as well as those things what that will still pass, and I just think it's so amazing, and I'm so grateful to those souls that have made those transitions and the ones that are still going to make the transitions, for humanity as a whole to just arise, and for all of us to just walk through this ascension. I mean, we've been talking about this for such a long time, and oh wow, sorry, without me actually realizing it, I just kind of started to channel, but we've been talking about this for such a long time, and we've been preparing you as human beings for this for such a long time, that the celebration is really unsurpassed at this point in time right now for all of us. And if you think that you as human beings are going to a period where you are celebrating and you are excited and you are happy it's so fast. Whoa. But for us as a collective consciousness, as a being, as the broader side that can see how going forward you expand even more beautifully and more prosperously in all the beautiful ways in which the world will unfold. For us, it's even more amazing because you, as even though we are the ones who are assisting you in the ascension, because help was required and there was this outcall for help. And we also want you to understand that the outcry for help was not created by the universe, because you as humans do have free will. So we have not created the coronavirus. We have not created the hardship. We have not created the poverty. We have not created the separation. You have created it yourself, because you got in such a space where you were so content with the way that you were living your life. You didn't see any need for change. So you had to remind yourself that you had to change. And that is why you yourself actually put the put everything in your path, what you would call the potholes maybe in your path, for you to awaken and to remind yourself and to heed the cry that you wanted to arise to a higher sense of being. And because you wanted it but you didn't know how to get it, and you were so divided you couldn't decide, as a collective consciousness, because at the foundation level of everything you are always in what you might want to think of almost like a big council all the time. And so you are always on a deeper level having an ongoing discussion about what is required for you on a more conscious level to experience what you will do together collectively. So please understand that you have created this situation together as a whole, as one, and as you are rising together as one. So what you might think of as loss, what you may think of as tragedy, it is in actual fact all of you coming together for the first time in a very long time, profoundly working beautifully together. How amazing is that? Wow. I'm going to have to look at this again, because I don't always remember everything that comes through. Wow, that was quite something. Unexpected too. Okay, where were we? I have to get my bearings back now again. Okay. So something that I've done is we've made such progress in the last 2 or 3 weeks even. It's amazing as a human consciousness, not to mention the last 2 or 3 months. Also, if you may be having some difficulty with everything at the moment, I recorded a hypnosis session because I'm a regression hypnotist, which work in person as well as online. There is a session that I recorded, and you will hear in it in the background. There will be cars driving past and all kind of human sounds. As opposed to the other sessions that I do, I actually try to include all these sort of so-called distractions that the world may have. So I left the actual noise there to help you to actually acclimatize this. So if any of you are having any trouble at the moment, you know, with the world, you're feeling overwhelmed, anything like that, I'm going to put the link in the description box for you all. And I think that would really, really help a lot with, you know, just being a bit more calm and everything like that. Okay. What else? They're saying there's quite a lot. There's quite enough for now. I've already given humanity quite a lot. I never thought that I would actually channel on a recording. It's something that is always, I would always rather share what was shared with me in my own sort of words. So that's definitely a first for me. Wow. And so yeah, I'm gonna go back to recording my tarot readings. I've done Aquarius and Libra. I'm going to go to Gemini next. So for those of you that might be interested, it is in the description box. But I'll try my best to stick to this kind of schedule. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini on a Monday, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio on a Tuesday, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo on a Wednesday, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo on a Thursday, and then the pick a card same-sex video on a Friday. Okay. There's so much, but they're saying that's enough for now. So thank you so much. Thank you for letting me share with you. This is such an exciting time to be. Okay, they're saying stop talking because I can speak a lot. They're saying stop talking, that's enough for now. We'll make another video again. So if it does resonate with you, subscribe to the channel. Put in the notification bell so you know when I put out the video. But namaste, love and light. Oh yeah, for those of you that don't know, my name is Adrian. I live in Cape Town. I'm a holistic wellness practitioner. And I'll catch you around soon. If you also want to have if you want to have a personal tarot, I use tarot oracle cards and runes reading. It's $11 for a 30-minute video. I decided to reduce the price from $40 US dollars to $11, just to help everybody really. And I sent you a 30-minute video. Everything is in the description box down below. Okay, thanks so much. Namaste. Love and light, my brothers and sisters.